Take 3. I don't know if you like it. I don't care. This is the easiest way for me and my clumsy ass to get shit done. I have a big problem with touching my phone and moving my fingers. So I end up closing this video early. Take 3. Let's see if I can get this out because I'm starting to get annoyed. I have an obsession problem. In situations, whether they're temporary or permanent, I have a permanent pattern that I stick to. And I obsess about that pattern. That pattern is my life. Whether it's a small thing or a big thing to you, it's the world to me because it's my entire life. It's not just it's a day pattern. It's a pattern that I perform every 24 hours. And that halted and slowed me down and stopped me from progressing in life because I'm scared. Outside that pattern, I don't know anything. But inside that pattern, I know everything. I know everything to the T. I know if something's off an inch. I know because I make sure I keep everything in the same spot. I'm pissed when something doesn't fit in a spot that I know it fits because I put it there because something moved. I'm working every day to make sure I overcome this. I fix this. I need to get through this because this is my life. I admit I'm in a bad situation. I'm homeless. Now you guys might think this tent is a lot, but when I was first homeless, I was sleeping in the dirt on the side of the storage place that all my stuff is in. Like all I did was wait till it turned dark, and I laid down on the dirt with nothing more than the clothes on my back. It was shit. I hated it. It was horrible, especially nights when it rained while I was at work. I'm coming back. It's wet. I didn't make my progress over here till I put up with that for like a week, maybe a little over a week. I moved over this spot. There's a clearing that obviously you see the clearing. I used to sleep just outside of those woods, just on the ground. I went from sitting in front of a computer for 24 hours to living out on these little thin woods. You can probably hear the background noise. It's not private, but hey, I know this is a bad situation, but I will never actually see it as negative. Every day I'm fighting to step out of the pattern, to do something different, to do something to make my life better. I will never see this as a negative because every day of my life I'm making decisions. Decisions that make me who I am. To flip this around and put it on its ass. I never actually talked much about my plan. My plan right now is I have a plan that I made to save up money while getting the necessities that I need to move, to take what I have and move all the way to California. That is across the map. I'm in Virginia right now. That is across the map. That is a 40-hour drive. I looked. It's a day and 16 hours. Or 40 hours. The math might be a little off, but I'm not trying to do the math. It sounds about right. It doesn't look bad. Right now I have a car. I bought it for $1,200. I'm gonna fix it up. It should cost no more than $2,000 if I can get the right mechanic. I got the name of a mechanic that is actually decent. They're good to the people. They're not trying to rip anyone off. I'm gonna get the car fixed. Go to California. I'm gonna rent a house. Contrary to belief, I don't know where it even came from, but people will just believe anything. But it doesn't cost that much to live in California. Yeah, there are some pretty damn pricey apartments. But there are 10 times more houses for rent that are not even some of them aren't even a quarter of the price of an apartment. And if I'm right, you don't get any amenities with those apartments. At least some that I saw. $2,000, and you gotta pay for electricity and gas and sewage. You need to get out of here. Right now I have a car, gonna get it fixed. My next decision is either I want to get a laptop. Not the best laptop. I'm not looking for something special. I am an avid online gamer. To the people who have talked to me personally and seriously, they know that I play video games. I used to play video games obsessively, but I wasn't that obsessed with it. So no, I don't plan to use this laptop as a gaming computer. I want to start a website. I want to start a forum-based website. I'm gonna turn something. It's gonna be like a seed. I want to create something big with this. So I want to get a laptop, or I get the repairs done on my car right away. I didn't expect to need to repair a car, but then I also didn't think too much about a used car. So it's alright. I did the math. I looked on multiple sites. You can argue with me all day long, but the car I got for $1,100 needs 2 parts missing. Pretty big parts, but they're not missing parts. I need to replace 2 parts. It does run, but not for very long. It has an overheating problem, and I killed the battery. No, that's a different story. We could talk about that another time. But the truck I got for $1,200 is priced around $3,900 to $4,000, or should I say $3,700 to $4,000. The repairs I want to do is no more than $2,000. People telling me it's not a bad deal that I got. It's not a bad deal. No, it's a fucking great deal. It's a very fucking great deal, and you just trying to down me. I got a truck that's worth. I got a truck for almost a quarter of what it's actually worth. So I gotta get it repaired. What? Who cares? Get a laptop for fixing my car. I'm actually very serious about this site. I have a plan of doing it. I know what I'm going to be doing. I know how I'm going to make this site. I have a team for this site. I had a date set of when I wanted the site first launched. But with the stuff with the car going on, because no matter what, I don't know everything. I don't have anyone teaching me this kind of stuff. I don't have a guru that I can just go to about this stuff, because everybody's about the old stuff. I got people telling me, I will specify this one, and this one annoys the hell out of me, because no matter what facts are in front of this, I'm wrong. My friend, my brother, the one that used to be over there, you know what happened. He would swear up and down that the DMV driver's test is easy as cake. Like, all you gotta do is know your signs. Now, if they had basic signs on that test, that would be fine. But the DMV, at least in this state, they are not kidding. They are serious about getting people to drive correctly. You cannot fail a single sign. And it's not, does this sign say turn right? You're allowed to, does this right turn, what does this right turn sign mean? No, it is nothing like that. Nothing at all like that. And the mind-boggling, I'll put it this way. One of the questions that there was 3 main questions that got me. I'll tell you one of them now. This is for my learner's test, or all around my driver's test. One of the answers after the sign progress, one of the questions was, what is the average percentage of the population that is drunk and out driving after 10 p.m.? What in the right mind does that have anything to do with me driving? How about you just tell me you're not supposed to drive after 0.4 alcohol? You're not supposed to drive. 1 sip of beer, you're done. That's all I need to know about it. I don't want to know how many people are out there drunk at this time. I don't need to know. I need to know what I need. I need to know the rules of the road that I am driving on. Not how many people around me are drunk. But my friend swears up and down, no matter when I actually took my learner's test, the test that he took years ago, he swears up and down the test right now is easy as fuck. I'm like, are you stupid? Not, I love you, bro, but are you stupid? Are you literally telling me, the person who did the driver's test not 2 months, not 3 months ago, that it's stupid easy, and I almost failed it. I almost failed it by 1 question. Either he's outright calling me stupid, or he seems to think that the DMV doesn't update their driver's test. Hell, I had failed the test twice. I had a 3rd failure a while back. Like I said, I get stuck in a pattern. I'm 24. When I took the driver's test after failing it twice, I actually ended up failing it 3 times, I actually ended up going to a driving school. That's another story. Let's just say if the driving school was just a bit better, I'd have my license by now. But that's another story for a different day. After I came back from the driving school, the test had actually changed and gotten harder. Like, damn. I had studied for hours. I gave up sleep to make sure I knew what to do. I've gotten to the point where I studied so hard, I cringe at some bad drivers that I see. I'm like, why are you allowed to drive? But whatever. But how? What do I know? I guess the DMV test is super easy and I'm stupid. I don't know. I admit sometimes what I think doesn't always click to what I'm doing and saying. I understand that. I am slow. It's in the family. My family can't really disagree with that. If you've even met my, let's stay close to this. Let's stay as close to me and the family tree as possible. My little brother is on a spectrum. For what I know about autism, he's full-blown autism. But that's just what I know about it. Not scientifically, maybe whatever the. Technically he's only on a spectrum. But god damn it, you can tell. I still love him and I understand him and I'll always be there for him. I can't really be there for him now. In my point of life, I can't really be there the way he needs me to be there. But when he grows up and he starts actually questioning things and being able to do things on his own, and he wants to talk to someone, and he needs someone, I'm there. But in my time of life, I got other stuff. I got other stuff I gotta deal with. I have never actually. I'm not actually self-diagnosing myself. I'm saying I'm slow. The only thing that I know that I think that I'm diagnosed with, I have never seen the paperwork for it, that I was told that I am ADHD and dyslexic and I have a learning disability. But by golly, I have some stories of seeing things that aren't there and hearing things that aren't there. My obsession about my pattern might also see me as someone who's bipolar. But personally, I know I'm not bipolar. I just really have this obsession I need to deal with. The world is very hard, but you always gotta do you no matter what. Just do you. There will be decisions in your life that you come across every day of your life, and the choices you make for those decisions and how you stand by them is what makes you you. Don't ever let go of that. Stand by you. People will always be quick to degrade you, to make you seem like a monster, to make you seem like you're less than them. That'll always happen, so don't ever be confused of who you are. You are you. The decisions you make you. You are special. Just because you are able to change an atmosphere as soon as you enter the room. People have always told me that they feel calm around me. People have opened up and said some pretty weird things to me. I don't judge them for it, but people have said some really, really weird things to me. Back in the day, I'd be more than willing to tell you some pretty fucked up stories of things people have told me, but now I understand it's their story. They told me for a reason. I cannot deny that. I cannot dishonor that trust that they put upon me to open up. Like, the only thing I'm willing to say about that guy is that he was in a car wreck and he was just at the end of his. Was going through a lot at the time. It's the only thing I'm willing to say. He was in a car wreck, which is part of why he's not here right now. He's in jail. I didn't want you to think that someone died. I lost one family member. I cannot lose another. I cannot handle it. I was gone for however many days because I needed it to find myself again. I had to realize why I'm working so hard. Now I have something more to work for, but you already know that. This video's long enough. Let's drop it at 20, just because. I don't have a thing for even numbers. That's about it. Last I checked, it was 78 degrees. I walked 2 miles to DMV just to realize I was next in line. I was in the DMV. There was like 6, 7 people in front of me. I was next in line. I realized I didn't have my wallet. Do you know how upsetting that was? I walked 2 miles to the DMV in 78 degree weather. I'm trying to look for my picture. Man, my hair's a mess right now. I had it nice. It was straight, man. Do you know how annoying that is?